So you think we're going back to normal? Think again.
People assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had, and everything will be normal again in how we are used to normal, in the old fashion. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen.
Now you can see that the power and the money is being handed over to the big corporations like Amazon, etc. Just watch this.
Chris Newman writes, already Professor Schwab and his colleagues have started mobilizing vast networks of left-wing activists. Those who scoffed at claims that climate change was a stalking horse for a new world order should think again. That reality is now in full view. Intense pressure will be applied to parliaments everywhere to pass enabling laws and to abdicate more responsibilities to unelected bureaucrats in global institutions. Crony capitalism is anathema to genuine market economies, and giving more leverage to those who encourage it is fascistic.
Now they want to control what we think and convict us if we do think anything wrong, anything criminal, anything against this great reset.
Circuits can be encoded in human gut bacteria, and that's smart dust. Arrays of full computers with antennas can now organize themselves inside the body. Yet this Marvel Comics whack job.
Now they're talking about a special dust, getting it in our bodies to be able to control, to be able to read our thoughts and change our thoughts. Wonder how they're going to do that. Vaccine maybe? And just have a look who's in their club. God, it's incredible how many people of each nation is involved in this great reset. Even Xi Jinping from China. Have a watch it.
Now, last year, President Trump spoke, and you've had Xi Jinping. In recent years, you've had Vladimir Putin, President of France, Chancellor of Germany.
He's even written a book about the Great Reset. Have a look at this.
I have three major takeaways. First, the World Economic Forum is now very much engaged into this initiative of shaping a great reset for the post-corona era. And of course, the objective of this reset is to make the world more resilient, more sustainable, and also more fair and more inclusive.
More sustainable, more fair, more inclusive, he's saying. Isn't that communism?
Was we need to address this issue, not just in terms of what policies, what we need, but also in terms of changing our mindset. And here, what is at the forefront is to create a new model, a new concept, a new definition of capitalism. Capitalism in the old definition comprises only financial capital, but actually human social capital is and of course natural capital is as important as financial capital. And for me, this means to enhance even our steps, our important steps we are undertaking to have business leaders accepting to report on the ESGs.
It's not capitalism he's talking about. It's communism. They're taking over. And everybody's involved in it. Except us.
Reset initiative is absolutely... Reset initiative is absolutely...
Now you can see that they're trying to take over. Well, have a look at this advert they've released. Blows your mind. I know I don't agree with everything that David Icke says, and I know he's not a Christian, but he makes a lot of sense and he says a lot of truth. Have a listen to what he's got to say about how they plan this all, how it all works, and how evil they are. Wake up,
Centralized
what?
control, and the idea eventually is to have a world government, world army, world central bank, world currency, cashless, which we're heading to so fast. And underpinning that structure of centralized global control is complete control of human perception, and it's happening in front of our eyes.
Why would someone want that?
Well, I mean, why does Stalin want to control Russia with a rod of iron? Because they're freaking mad. They're psychopaths, and the first, there's a thing called the hair test. It's a list of traits, and if you have enough of them, you're a psychopath officially. And the top trait of a psychopath.
You know what? They've been doing this over a long period of time. Brainwashing, programming, little bit by little bit, just to get you adjusted. Listen to what he says about
AI, and instead of manipulating human perception will become direct through AI. And this is how they've done it. There's a...
We're already kind of...
Oh, we are.
Can I ask who's on the phone for a start?
Oh, yeah, well, I just want to give you a sequence, because this is very relevant to the people watching this. I'm talking about problem, reaction, solution. There's another technique that is the bedfellow, the stablemate of problem, reaction, solution. I call it the totalitarian tiptoe. And what you do is you start at A, and you know you're going to Z. But if you go in too big a leap to Z, the change is such that people go, what's going on? What's going on? What's happening? So you go as big a leap as you can, but not so big that people see the pattern. So the totalitarian tiptoe to control by AI went like this. Stage one, get them addicted to technology that they hold. Your goal is to get in the body. So first of all, stage one, you get them addicted to technology they hold. So we had this explosion of the smartphone era. And
even before that, you could say, even calculators, that kind of thing, Tamagotchis.
If you want technology that goes inside someone, I know a few devices.
Well, you bloody would.
Yeah, but believe me, they're not addicted in the same way. So that is interesting, though.
So that's stage one, and that's achieved. Vast numbers of people are absolutely addicted to technology they hold. You go to stage two, they're holdables. Next stage, wearables. You're going in the body, so next stage you get on the body. This is your Apple Watch, your Bluetooth, and all these things. Endless gadgets.
This is literally not an Apple Watch. So
endless gadgets that you wear. And what they're doing is conditioning normality. They're making these things normal. And I'll tell you something about these office assistants in a minute about that too. And then these AI bloody Barbie dolls they're giving out for kids and stuff like that. So then you go to the next stage.
You know what? They've been doing this over a long period of time. Brainwashing, programming, little bit by little bit, just to get you adjusted. Listen to what he says about
Neuralink to connect the human brain to computers.
Yeah.
I mean, talk me through that. And
sort of Overton window sense of
the only way that they are going to connect everyone to AI, no matter where they are in the world, is by having every inch of the planet covered with Wi-Fi. The cloud. This is what Kurzweil says, that the human brain is going to be connected to the cloud. So the cloud has to be global. And they are putting thousands and thousands of satellites up in orbit. Musk, one of the major ones through his company SpaceX, to beam Wi-Fi at the planet so no one can escape from it.
And are you of the belief that this 5G thing isn't working?
Massively. 5G is ramping up this whole, what they call smart grid. Do you notice how everything today is called smart? Everything called smart is part of a smart grid, and part of that smart grid is connecting AI to the human brain. So
we need to wake up. It is what the Bible calls the beast system that's coming into play. It's clear as crystal. And if you arguing against what the evidence is coming out from the horse's mouth even, then you're crazy. It's happening in front of you. So I pray that you get your lives right, those who are not right with God. And those who are, keep their hands on the plough, keep focused on what God wants us to do before his return. Because the mark of the beast is next. Once we've got out of here, it's going to happen. And it's all in play. It's all there to see, and you cannot deny it. So God bless you. I thank you for listening. And if I don't speak to you soon, I'll see you in the clouds. God bless.